What's up, people? Welcome to my first video on my channel. Today I'm going to cover and make predictions on Misfits 20. Let's get started. So the first fight on this card is Lil T versus Afghan Dan. I'm not really familiar with both of them, but I just know they may have some beef going on with each other. And you know, this could be a good classic influencer fight. Nah, I'm kidding, but I don't know if it's gonna be a good fight, but it'll be a classic influencer fight, probably like back in 2018, you know what I'm saying? But if I had any prediction, it would be Lil T by decision. Next up, we got Bad Boy Chiller Crew Gareth versus Cat Cat. Well, I'm not really familiar with the two, but from what I know, they're both musicians. I know BBCC Gareth is with, I guess, a group called Bad Boy Chiller Crew. And I guess he performed on Misfits 18 with his gang, you know, with B-Dave. Nah, I'm kidding, bro. Anyways, I haven't really seen any footage of them fighting. But if I had to predict, I got Cat Cat by knockout, man. No offense to Gareth, but I ain't gonna lie. His teeth might get knocked out bad. He might lose a tooth, respectively, like Adrian Broner. No offense. Next fight, Adam Brooks versus Gavin Neo. So, from what I know, I don't really know Gavin Neo, to be honest, but I know Adam Brooks. He's fought Rhino and King Kenny. If you don't know King Kenny, he just got knocked out by Salt Poppy. Oh, it was a nasty knockout. Go watch that. Anyways, Adam Brooks beat Rhino by a nasty knockout where the dude was on Bambi legs, couldn't get up. He was struggling just like King Kenny with Salt Poppy. Anyways, by the way, Adam Brooks also lost to King Kenny by knockout. It was show the levels, you know. It showed the levels that Kenny's been doing this for a minute. Even though, you know, Kenny gotta, you know, I don't know what to feel about him right now, but yeah. Anyways, I'm not really knowing much about Gavin Neo other than he's friends with Ben Williams. I've seen him on TikTok with him, I guess, making a video, you know, their sports card. But I ain't gonna lie, Gavin Neo looking kind of out of shape, but we'll see if he could fight, man. I could just see him just trying to swing for the fences against Adam, and I think Adam by knockout. Next up, we got Sami Hamed versus Ziggy Johnson. Sami Hamed is, you know, Prince Nassim's Hamed's father, or his son. Yo, I got it mixed up. But yeah, Prince Nassim, you know, he boxed, you know, the professional scene, you know what I'm saying? Used to showboat and all that. Anyways, you know, Sami Hamed is the son of Prince Nassim. Anyways, you know, he's had a fight on Misfits, and he beat Jesse Clark on Misfits 17. And you know, he did his thing. You know, I mean, what's to expect? You know, he with Prince Nassim. You know, I can't really get into it, but yeah, he's facing Ziggy Johnson. Don't really know much about the guy, but all I know is he's 0-6, lost by knockout in the first round every time. And I ain't gonna lie, man, I got Sami Hamed by knockout, round 1 knockout. Next up, we got Carla J versus Melanie Shaw. First, I'll start with Melanie. You know, she's a bare knuckle fighter, from what I know. The only reason why I'm familiar with her is because of a video or such, a photo of her face being busted up, respectfully, post-interview fight. And that's where I recognize her. Other than that, I really don't know her like that, or I'm not really too familiar with her. But Carla J, you know, she's fought on Misfits twice, you know, at her debut where, you know, she didn't look great. And, you know, against Nikki Rue, you know, some people, you know, thought, even me, I thought, you know, Nikki would probably beat her. But, you know, she did, you know, she proved us wrong, you know, and she beat Nikki Rue by just out-jabbing her, bloodying up her face, and beating her by decision. But, you know, I'm going to be honest, even though Melanie has fighting experience, she doesn't really have the boxing experience, you know, like Carla J has. So I got Carla J by unanimous decision, man. I can't even talk, man. And on top of that, I'm not gonna lie, I've watched some of Melanie's fights in bare knuckle. Bro, her defense isn't the greatest, and I feel like she might get busted up bad. We'll see, just like Nikki Rue. No offense to Melanie, none but respect, but I got Carla J by decision. Next up, we got maybe a good fight. We'll see. Ty Mitchell versus Tommy Hench. So from what I know from Tommy Hench, he beat up Idris Virgo by decision. He gave him a standing 8 count. Hey, by the way, if you want to follow me on Twitter, is Keep the Black Kid. And what I responded with in KSI's Twitter, I think I said something like, instead of trying to chase the fight with Tommy Fury, you need to run it back with Tommy Hench. And I added Idris, because, bro, he might got to run it back with Tommy Hench, man. He got beat up, man. And I mean, Idris was like 18, 19, my age, Hey, it was bad, man. But hey, Idris is now, the Misfits champ, man, the pro champ, you know what I'm saying, with that email belt, you know what I'm saying? Man's gifted to him after barely being an MMA fighter on their debut of boxing. Nah, I'm kidding. No disrespect to Benson Henderson, he did his thing. But on the real, man, Idris, he kind of had the advantage, he faced vets. Anyway, I'm going on a long rant. But yeah, anyways, Tommy Hench is a guy that beat Idris a long time ago. We'll see. That was, I'll say this. Tommy Hench looks like an older guy. I don't know his age. He's probably aged. He's went through wars, I'm not really sure. And I ain't gonna lie, he be swinging. Another opponent he faced, he was swinging. Ty Mitchell, I've seen his fights, or seen a fight from him. And yeah, he's more of a boxer, I think Tommy Hench is more of like a brawler or more just a guy that comes forward just slugging it out. But I ain't gonna lie, Ty Mitchell, he boxes, but he can't probably, he got knockout power too, And I think if I had to predict, I got Ty Mitchell. Well, and also Ty Mitchell has sparred with Tyson Fury too, even though that may not mean nothing. He's got some boxing experience because I think his boxing record is 3-2. I got him unanimous decision. All right, so the co-main event, Wade Plemons versus Masai Warrior. So, starting with Masai Warrior. I'm not really familiar with the guy. All I know is he was supposed to fight HS, but HS pulled out because of something I don't remember. Both him, Masai Warrior, and HS got to fight Qatar over, whoever pulled out, because, HS was saying, oh, Masai Warrior pulled out. Oh, Masai Warrior was like, oh, HS pulled out, man. So, anyways, besides the point, Wade was supposed to fight HS. Then HS pulled out. So it's just a mess. I don't even want to explain myself. If you know, you know. Anyways, Masai Warrior, he has no boxing experience. I just know he may have one fight, but I don't know where any footage is at. I wish I could just talk properly for once. Anyways, he's fighting Wade, man. Wade is sparred. Well, if I want to explain about Wade, he's the guy that had his issues with KSI Mams. Of course, he's a commentator for Jake Paul MVP, and he sparred with Vidal and Le'Veon. And he may not look great in those, but he's now training with BJ, and he's preparing for this fight. And I think he's looking not that bad. For Masai Warrior, I ain't gonna lie, he might get cooked. He got cooked by Wade in the digital face-off. So, no offense to Masai Warrior, I don't really know him like that, but I got Wade by knockout. Second round. And last but not least, the main event, Darren Till versus AT, or Anthony Taylor. Well, this wasn't supposed to be the main event. It was supposed to be Tommy Fury versus Darren Till, but since this dude Tommy Fury want to pull out for no apparent reason, or is because Darren Till was threatening to kick him, even though he should know that he would get disqualified if he did that, he decided to pull out. Anyways, I don't want to even get into it. But yeah, now we have Darren Till versus AT. And on top of that, Tommy Fury messed up this card. No offense. This card is, I don't know. Anyways, Darren Till, if he's an MMA fighter. Well, yeah, he's going into the boxing round now. He had a fight on Social Gloves, Social Knockouts, where it was a bit controversial. His opponent tried to do something to him, and man, I don't even want to explain it. Hey, watch it for yourself, man. Type Darren Till versus whoever in boxing. Anyway, Darren Till is now stepping into boxing. He may not have a lot of boxing experience, but he has fighting experience. And I guess he's not really as motivated to fight AT. Of course, AT, he's the hug lover, Oh, brother. Yeah, he's he's been on Misfits for a minute. He's fought Raksu, lost to Idris. Before Misfits, he lost to Tommy Fury and Idris. He fought some bums in Mexico, no offense. And he fought Saul Poppy after he lost to Idris, beat King Kenny. Then he went on a little 2-week streak in August, or 3 weeks or whatever. Had back-to-back wins against Samuel Erickson, a guy that has some fighting experience in karate combat or whatever. And then he fought Gabriel Silva, which is Anderson Silva's son. And he did his thing, he knocked them both out. And I ain't gonna lie, getting into the fight, I'm not gonna lie, AT is about to hug for his life. He knows he ain't like that to beat Darren Till. No, I'm kidding. On a real, man, I think AT is gonna be hugging for his life. Darren Till's gonna try and box him, but he's gonna be hugging. But I think Darren Till's gonna still get the job done, and I got him by maybe stoppage. I think AT is just gonna get exhausted. He's gonna be out of shape because they're fighting at a weight class AT shouldn't even belong in. So I got Darren Till by late stoppage. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, and tell me what you think. This is my first video. I ain't gonna lie, I'm talking a bit fast. It's a mess, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm just not good at talking. But hey, I'm trying my best, man. I'm gonna get more into making videos, just get more used to it. And I'll see you guys next time.